Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our swearing-in ceremony here today for 27 new firefighters to our ranks. You're fortunate to be joining such a great department. Before I say a few remarks, I would like to acknowledge Patty McGowan, who her and the HR department have done an outstanding job. There's a lot of work in this, as you know, with all the paperwork. We thank Patty. We're going to be having our Assistant City Clerk, Joe Newton, do the formal swearing in, and they'll be hearing shortly from Deputy O'Connor. Anybody want to talk about Florian? Come on. Come on. Hey. You're supposed to clap. Front row, you're supposed to clap. Certainly, I know it's a great day for each of you. This has probably been a dream for many of you for many, many years. Some of you chose the route of serving in the military. We thank you for your service. Others chose other routes, going off to college and advancing their learning. But that dream was to join the Quincy Fire Department, and here we are today. So I congratulate each of you for that. I congratulate your families and certainly wish them well. I know it's a big, proud day for the families. And I'm sure the families put up with a little bit going through the tests and looking at the scores. And it's a great day. As far as being the mayor of the city, there's nothing better than swearing-in ceremonies and promotional ceremonies. And early in my tenure, we were laying firemen off, which was not a good thing. Today, with the addition of this class going forward, we'll be at the highest number of firefighters in about 50 years. I'm proud of that. This city is a great city, but we're a growing city, and we need to continue to fill the ranks with people. So our response time, as it is the best of any city in the Commonwealth. And the service provided to our residents is the best, both in your bravery, courage, but your compassion. We know that each of you bring a certain skill set, certain gifts to the table, if you will. At the end of the day, we ask you to treat anybody you deal with like they're a family member. Treat them with dignity and compassion. I always say at the end of the day, the Quincy Fire Department is the greatest department in the Commonwealth, and I know we have a lot of other, sorry, those Braintree guys that are here. Sorry about that, but I'm just speaking the truth. And I know we have a lot of firefighters in the room and police officers in the room, and thank you for your continued service, for each of you, for what you do every day, putting on the line for the citizens of Quincy. And Pat, good to see you today. Thank you for your good work. Pat had an incident the other night, but he's on his road to recovery, a great Quincy police officer. Thank you, Pat. So before we do the official swearing in, I'd like to have Deputy Kevin O'Connor, Kevin, come over and say a few words. Chief Jackson had some serious surgery and is out of commission for a bit. We thank Chief Jackson, certainly for his leadership, but I'd ask Deputy O'Connor to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. Again, for those who don't know me, my name is Kevin O'Connor, and I'm the Operations Deputy Chief for the Quincy Fire Department. I am honored today to represent Chief Joseph Jackson, who unfortunately cannot be here today, but sends his best wishes to our newest firefighters and their families. First, I'd like to offer some words of gratitude to Patty McGowan and her team over at Human Resources for all the work they've done over the last several months to get us to where we are today. Next, to Chief Kennedy of the Quincy Police Department, who offers a team of officers to help conduct background checks and interviews to ensure that we have the highest quality candidates here before us. Next, we have our Captain Tim Marks, who's not present. He had to leave, but I'd like to thank him and his team for all the work they've done and all the work they will do over the next several weeks during the academy. And finally, I'd like to thank Mayor Thomas Koch for his continued support for the Quincy Fire Department. His investments and dedication to public safety have made a tremendous impact, not only in providing us with the tools and equipment, the station improvements and apparatus we need to do our job effectively, but also in his continued support to increase our staffing to levels never before seen in this department. His investment in the fire service is ultimately an investment in the safety of every resident of Quincy, and for that we are truly grateful. Thank you, Mayor. To our 27 new firefighters, today marks the beginning of an extraordinary journey. On Monday, you'll begin a 13-week academy that will provide only the foundation of your training for a career that requires continuous learning and improvement. The demands of the job are ever evolving, and meeting the high expectations of the chief, Mayor Koch, and the citizens of Quincy will require you to remain committed to ongoing development throughout your career to provide the highest level of customer service. You've chosen a profession that demands courage, compassion, and professionalism every day. The work we do is challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. You'll form bonds here that will last a lifetime, and you'll make a difference in people's lives, often on their worst days. So congratulations to you and your families. Welcome to the Quincy Fire Department. Stay safe, stay committed, and never stop learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, as mayor, I have a great partnership with our city council. I can't spend any city dollars without their approval. And we have three councils here today, Councilor Noel DeBona, Councilor Dave McCarthy, and Councilor Jim Devine. Thank you guys for your support and partnership. And lastly, I want to acknowledge 792, Local 792, President Tom Bose and the team. The times we go head to head, but most of the time we're on the same page doing the right thing, the safety of the manpower, men and women of the Quincy Fire Department. And I say women, I never had to say that before, but the men and women of the Quincy Fire Department. So with that, we'd like to do, I think you know your numbers, right, Patty? We're going to do the first 14. We'll come up and line up in the well. You know who you are? Now I'm going to ask Assistant City Clerk Joe Newton, do the honors.
I do solemnly swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and will support the Constitution thereof. So help me God. I do solemnly swear and affirm that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me as a Quincy firefighter, according to the best of my abilities, understanding and agreeably to the rules and regulations of the Constitution and the laws of the Commonwealth and the ordinances of the City of Quincy. So help me God. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States. Congratulations.
While they're signing the book, I really should acknowledge, I know the department works hard on grants. I want to thank those guys that were involved in the grant writing. And I do want to acknowledge Congressman Steve Lynch in D.C. 16 of these firefighters are being funded by a federal grant. We hope it holds up. But Congressman Lynch is always a champion in Washington on these grants, so we want to acknowledge his help.
do solemnly swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and will support the Constitution thereof. So help me God. I do solemnly swear and affirm that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me as a Quincy firefighter, according to the best of my abilities, understanding and agreeably to the rules and regulations of the Constitution and the laws of the Commonwealth and the ordinances of the City of Quincy. So help me God. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States. Congratulations.
We're going to ask all the newly sworn in to come back up into the well. All of you, we're going to take a group picture for our photographer in the balcony. After that, we're going to break it down to 3 pictures of 9 each. And then that'll complete the formal ceremonies, and families and all do whatever you need to do. I hope each of you taking them out to supper or something nice. That concludes the formal ceremonies. Congratulations, guys. Best of luck. Thank you, everybody.